war is, in the most literal sense, hell. I have few friends because few people can handle someone that trivializes their problems as much as I do. Last time, it was a friend that told us with a face, like someone just passed away, that he was dumped by his girlfriend. And I remember I told him, why don't you get another one? And you can't even imagine the rage on his face. He almost hit me. He almost did. I mean, I don't care if you are dumped by your girlfriend, if you are fired from your job, if you have to work until late. Nothing of that compares to what I saw. What I saw in those mountains. Nothing. What is the subject that we're going to talk? In the Cauca, there is a town, a little town, poor, full of criminals, narcos, guerrilla, all you ever want in a town like that. The town is only connected by a road. And it's called Rio Gris, this town. It's an ugly town, pretty ugly. It's horrible. But our mission was to go there one day. We were an anti-guerrilla unit, a military anti-guerrilla unit, because there have been some attacks against the police station in the town. We arrived at the town, and the police station was in a siege, shooting, bombs, the usual. When we arrived, the blocks that surrounded the station were literally barricaded. Barricades made with whatever they found. And the police were scared shitless inside. They begged, even kneeled in front of the whole platoon. No, please, let us go, they're going to kill us. The police of the town. So we obviously, get out, you're not going to do anything good here. The few policemen that had some courage stayed, and we started to span the perimeter, secure the area, put some order in the town. So we started to patrol the area, make some rounds. We started to patrol the areas around the mountains close to Rio Gris. Well, everything good, everything fine. Well, for a military operation, of course. Bullets here, bullets there. When the guerrillas invade a zone like this, they do it, one, because they're trying to deviate attention from something important. Let's say a cocaine lab. Or two, just because they want to mess around. It appears that those rebels just did it because to create a diversion. The attack was not even planned for takeover. Really, after some time we discovered a cocaine lab around the mountains of the town. No, that's not the point. That's not the point at all. Turns out that one of those days in the town, a patrol came back. By radio they say this. They called and said, a soldier went crazy. Just crazy. Yeah, lost his mind. Turns out they took him in a stretcher. I saw him. The bastard had no eyes. He ripped them off, had no tongue, and he had bitten the tongue and was probably trying to choke with it somehow, saying some mumblings that no one could understand and just screaming. say that when they found him in the middle of a patrol, the soldier had gone alone to scout a place and had taken more than 40 minutes out of any knowledge. The patrol worried, they called his radio, he never picked up. They went looking for him and they found him, according to what they said, after a long walk through the mountains, close to the river. They found him sitting behind a tree, no eyes, no tongue, holding a grenade to his chest, taking the pin off. He couldn't see it, so he was searching for the pin in the grenade until one of the soldiers took him to the floor. They almost didn't make it. He was going to take the whole platoon if they let him. Why did he do that? Look, I know what he saw. I know he's crazy. Nick said he was post-traumatic stress, but no, it was not PTSD. I know what PTSD is, and I also know what he saw. I know why he was like this, and I would be like him. I would be crazy if it was not because I had the greatest streak of luck in the world. After they took him, they had to take him to a mental hospital. And every moment the soldier would try to, with what he could, because they had to tie him to the bed, he tried to hurt himself, to suicide, to do anything that could end his life. Didn't speak. His mind was not here anymore. Just madness. And I know why. But well, let's go to the other thing. 2 days later, the town folks started saying that they were seeing a lot of lights in the mountains at night. That they were hearing crying and screaming from the mountain. They said that happened in certain moments of the year. The soldiers started seeing things. I personally didn't see any lights, but I heard a lot of strange noises at the time. I didn't believe in that bullshit. And they told the soldiers, after the ones that patrolled the town and talked with the people, that they heard a story, a legend told in the town about a witch. Says the legend that in that town there was a witch. But the witch was very old and knew she was going to die at any moment. Said, no, I'm not going to die. So she called the devil. And she told the devil, I don't want to die, give me eternal life and I will give you anything. The devil looked at her and said, okay, I'll give you eternal life. What you have to do is very simple. Every day, you're going to go to this place in the mountain, an altar. In that altar, you're going to put a belonging each and every day. Every day. And don't fail me with that, or I'll take you to hell. The witch said, okay, no problem. The devil granted her wish, and she passed from being a horrible 70-year-old lady to be a beautiful 18-year-old young woman. In time, she managed, with her wisdom of the years, to seduce the men of the town, get a lot of money and properties, always every day getting something to the altar, something to the altar, something to the altar. The witch was happy. Eternal life, beauty, money, all for just giving a belonging to the altar every day. She was ecstatic with the deal she made, until one day she found something horrible. Her face started to show wrinkles, hair started to turn gray. She realized she was getting old. And she obviously felt cheated by the devil. The witch went to the mountain to argue, invoked the devil several times, and he never showed up. Made all the rituals and rites, she knew everything. It is said that one of the stones where she left her belongings appeared a message on the stone. And the message said this, or just a few words, phrase. Yes, you are immortal. The witch felt not only cheated but also scared shitless. She was immortal, but was getting old. What did it mean? I don't want to know. The witch stopped giving tribute. She felt cheated and stopped giving tribute. It is said that the night, the only day that she decided to do that, that same night appeared the devil and told her, "You don't give me tribute today, I'll take you to hell." And she, defiant, said, "You trick me, I won't give you anything, I won't give you shit." The devil then showed her a mirror, and he said that in that mirror he showed her the hell for a fraction of a second, just right there. The witch got screaming and running from her house. She went into the mountain at midnight, just running and screaming. In total darkness, having taken the most precious things to leave them there, in the tribute altar. It is said that what she saw there drove her mad. After that, the witch stopped living in the town, stopped coming there, started to wander the mountain. She sold, well, let's say she sold to the devil everything. everything she had left in the mountain. And passed about 150 years. The grandchildren of the men and women that knew her in her time say that they saw her before she disappeared completely. It was an old woman in rags that wandered the streets with a horrible look on her freaking face, and that in time she just vanished into the mountains. The legend says that she still wanders the forest, seeking objects to give as tribute to the devil. She does it because doesn't want to die, but she is in an existence in which death would be a liberation. It's a being that lives forever and ages forever, and in 150 years a body can get very, very nasty. It is said that before she appears anywhere, before she appears in the mountain, you can smell the scent of putrefaction. More nasty even than 100 people dead, put on a warehouse, God knows where. It is said that she will approach you, and you will see her coming to you, and she will be a horribly old and rotten woman that will move with the grace of a 20-year-old woman, and that she will extend her hand, rotten and putrid, to you. She will ask for a tribute, something yours, and if you give it, good. If you don't give, she will take it. That was the story they told us, and he said that the most important part of the story is that the witch doesn't cry and scream in the mountain every day asking for tribute. being gone mad because she's a walking rotten corpse. They said that the witch constantly screams, recalling what she saw that night in that mirror.